Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a long overdue video. It's been a couple of months since I last spoke to you guys, but I thought it was about time for a long overdue update on all of the horses. So I thought, why not come spend the afternoon with me at the horses? I need to pick the field that they've just moved out of. I need to muck out the stables and I'm going for a ride with Becky. So why don't you guys come along with me, do all my yard jobs, come on a ride, and I'll update you guys on what the hell's been going on and why I disappeared off the face of the earth. Let's go. So first things first, I want to muck out the little girl's stables because I'm going for a ride with Becky and I want this stable to be done so that when we get back from riding, I can go and get them in if I need to. Or I can pop Anushka in and then go get April, whatever I decide to do. This is the current state, let me turn you around. So this is the current state of the stable. Water needs topping up, buckets need to go into the feed room. We need hay in there, we need a full hay net, rug needs to go on the door, and this all needs a big tidy up. So let's get on with that and then I will catch up with you guys out in the field with the horses.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
Stable all ready. I've just got to do their water when I come back in, but that is the stable ready. So let's go get Anushka in and then I will talk to you guys on the way out and when I'm up there getting her hair colour on. Okay, so plans changed. Mills got here and she needed to get Molly in with me so that I could make sure April wasn't left on her own. So I didn't have enough hands to vlog, but I am going to get tacked up and get going now. So Becky's not waiting for me, so we'll do a big catch up after the hack.
I was kidding myself. Now I know you don't love me, even though you said that you'd never leave me. Oh, but I know now I shouldn't trust a word that comes out of your mouth. I was kidding myself. Why did you have to turn into a liar? Now you're gone, ran away from me, leaving me on my own. Can't you see? You had my heart in your eyes. Why did you go? Why did you have to turn into a liar? Like this, don't know what happened to you. Put my trust in you, guess that I couldn't do that. Oh, but I know now, shouldn't trust a word that comes out of your mouth. I was kidding myself. Why did you have to turn into a liar?
Let's go. Oh, little Jack Becky.
You had my heart in your eye. Why did you go? Why did you
girl.
Without saying goodbye.
Good girl.
Tell me, 'cause
Sit, get into the corner.
oh, just please tell me why did you have to turn
And
into
to
a
the
liar?
right.
You had me
Keep trotting.
in your eyes.
Keep trotting.
Why did you go?
Drop this
Why
bit,
did
remember?
you have to turn into a liar?
We made it back alive.
Why did you have to turn into a liar?
Thank you very much for a good ride. Well done, Lucy. Well done, Jack. We may have killed them, but it was fun.
You left me here all alone without saying
Yeah.
goodbye.
Hi, guys. You're a good pony, aren't you? Wait, you can't eat while I'm still on. Okay, so we are back from a ride. It was a very, very, very good ride. Our longest one today and our most amount of hacking. I'll pop up my little Equalab thingy here. So you can see we are tracking everything now with Equalab to make sure our fitness is up to date. But yes, very good girl. I hope you enjoyed the videos, but I'm gonna get her untacked. Oh my God, Molly's falling asleep. So cute. So I'm gonna get her untacked, get them sorted, and I'll catch up with you guys when I'm pooping. Okay, so where on earth have I been and why did I stop uploading? So the last video you guys would have seen was what was wrong with Molly and is Anushka all better? If you were following on from winter, you would know I had a pretty rough winter with the girls because they were all lame. Anushka was lame for quite a lot of last year coming into winter. Molly was on and off lame after Christmas and things, and whoop, go through the gate. Yeah, it was a bit of a rough time with them. So I decided, actually, why the hell am I trying to make vlogs when I literally have nothing to vlog? Like, I got to the point where they were just coming in and going out every day. Like, I was barely here. I had nothing to vlog. Like, they were mentally and financially killing me a little bit. It was honestly so draining having them both not 100%, not having time to do anything with them and things. So yeah, I just decided, actually, take the pressure off, let's not vlog for a minute. And I'm very glad I did do that. It's given me a lot of time to kind of sort a lot of things out. So the updates, Molly is now sound. She did come in lame once a few weeks ago, but on that day it rained a lot, and it was the first few days of being back out with the girls. She was on a paddock on her own for a very long time, in a small paddock, so she wasn't running around too much. So yeah, now she's back out with the girls. They're all very happy being back together, and she had this one day of lameness, but I think it was because, so just kind of rushed you on a post, I think it was because it had rained. So I think they were obviously a bit annoyed it had rained, and I think she just slipped or something in the field. That seems to be what's happening. She's running and sliding, and that seems to be why it's worse. And obviously cold and arthritis doesn't go, so now that it's warmed up a bit, she is doing a lot better. She's back to being ridden. I'm leading her out whilst I'm riding Anushka sometimes. We're just trying to slowly get that fitness up, but low impact. So Millie leads Molly out with her sister Liv, bareback riding her once a week at the moment. Liv literally is like the size of a pea and weighs nothing, and because she doesn't have a saddle on either, it's quite low impact for moles. It's just one walk around one field. Mills also does pole work with her once a week in hand, and then she rides her once a week. So everything with Moles is like slowly building up. She's almost in kind of like a rehab. She has heated therapy boots on her hocks before she does anything. So yeah, Moles is having a bit of a slow time, but she's definitely doing better, and she's so much happier now. April is a whole nother story. The one horse that hasn't been lame. So you guys would have saw my second to last video was April being belly upped for the first time, and my little cousin riding her and actually sitting on her. We have progressed quite far since then. So April is now being actually ridden. Like, she's not got a saddle and she doesn't have reins attached to her bit now, but we practice kind of leaning over her, and then Eleanor gets on, and we have been riding like down the tracks of the yard and around into the fields and stuff. So yeah, she's literally taken all her stride. She literally couldn't care less, and we've just started lunging a bit now. So she's getting used to a roller and a numbner on her back, and she's getting used to having that bit in. I haven't started putting any pressure on that yet because I just want her to get used to the feeling of it. But yeah, she started lunging a little bit. She got used to the lunge whip and things, so I just need to start getting her used to kind of walking on that circle, feeling confident, and then we can start the trotting and things and slowly like build her muscles up, walking her over poles, and just doing a bit more of Eleanor. And then when I can save up and get her a saddle, I will. But at the minute money is tight, and I just kind of figured, actually, if she can get used to this all without a saddle, then when we get a saddle, we've just got to get her used to the saddle and how that feels, rather than breaking her in plus the saddle. And I actually felt like she would probably prefer it this way. I hope you guys can actually hear me, because I've been talking for 4.5 minutes and I just realised I'm by the road and it's probably quite loud now. Then we go on to my darling Anushka, and as you can probably tell by our hack today, she is doing so good. So I had the saddle fitter and the physio out after our last vet appointment, and she at the time was doing a lot of shivering. I can't remember if I said this in my last vlog. So she kept getting really cold. She wasn't clipped at all at this time. She kept scooping her bum underneath her and just standing out in the field and shivering, which meant she spent an entire winter wearing a 200 gram with the neck with a 50 gram over the top. She looked like the most ridiculous pony on this yard. I think she was rigged up probably the heaviest, and we've got a few thoroughbreds on here, so it was kind of crazy. And then I clipped her because I started riding her, and she stayed in the same kind of rugging, but when my physio came, it started raining a tiny bit, and my physio had been working with her rug on still. So she had folded the front half back, done the front half. She said there's nothing really here, there's nothing on her back really showing me that she's in any pain. She feels good, let's do her back end. So we flipped, sorry it's quite cold, we flipped the rug back over her front end, lifted up the back end, about 3 raindrops hit her bum, and she did exactly what I said she'd been doing, scooped her bum over her under and started shivering. And Rebecca, sorry, jogging the phone here. Rebecca was like, well, I'm glad I've seen this in person. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad I'm not going crazy and trying to describe all of this to people all the time. And she basically came to the conclusion alongside me. I had been trying to not kind of overthink for a long time and think about this, but the thoughts of PSSM had been in my mind. When we were in the vets did say to me, like, if there's nothing we can find with lameness, there are muscle deficiencies, and I can't remember, there's a word that is myopathy, that's the word, hey, we remembered it. There's a myopathy, especially in Connemara's, they can get them quite bad, like quite often, which is basically different types of muscle deficiencies. And we were kind of like, is there much point in me going and testing her right now off the bat, because we're not 100% sure what it is. And me and Rebecca basically decided, if she's getting cold and if she wants to be rugged up, screw it, let's rug her up to the 9s, let's see how she copes with that. And I started her on a vitamin E and a selenium supplement, which is known to help with horses with PSSM. I have been watching No Horse Han with a close eagle eye to see if she has any tips and tricks, and I've been doing my research about PSSM. Her feed slightly changed to give her a lower sugar feed, because it's the fructose that kind of starts to store in their muscles that causes the problem, and fructose is a type of sugar. So yeah, we're on a lower sugar feed. We only have hay now, and like only a tiny bit of haylage when we're tied up outside or something, and so far she's doing really, really well. We had a saddle check 2 days later. Her hooves are starting to get there again. Her farrier's happy with her, and riding wise, like today we've just been out for 50 minutes, we've done 13 minutes of trot, we've done 20 something minutes of walk, 2.5 minutes of canter. Like, she is so happy at the minute, and we are getting quite a lot of right canter. I just had a right canter out on a hack, and to be fair, didn't ask for it, but the fact she's actually offering it to me out on a hack is insane, because before there is no way that would have happened. So yeah, very, very, very happy with how she's coming along. Hopefully would have been putting random clips up here along the way for you to see, but yeah, So I think that's a roundabout update with the horses. I'm sorry this has been a bit of me talking randomly, but the yard's already busy and I don't like talking up there when there's lots of people. So I had to come down to the field. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the update and me getting back into vlogging again. I feel that's all I ever say, but we do have arena hires and things coming up. We are doing a lot more, and obviously there's things going on with April, so comment down below if you want to see any other vlogs. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed spending the afternoon with me. I'm gonna crack on and get my poo picking done, but I'm guessing you guys probably don't want to see that, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you here. Thank you guys so much for watching, sticking by me and supporting me along the way, keeping up with the journeys of these crazy two ponies, and thank you so much for those of you that have subscribed. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you aren't, and I will see you all next time. Bye.